Donkeys, and today we're going to be looking at the T-46. This will be a guide video, and this is mostly for the new players out there. So if you want to learn about this tank, it is really good in my opinion. It can get you a lot of credits, and overall is a really fun tank. As you can see, I still did put a camouflage on it, and I also have a skin on it. And if you want to check that out, go to the link in the description for the video and you'll find it. So first, let's look at the stats. So the T-46 has a really high DPM for sear, almost 2k, and each shell does 40 damage, with the piercing shell being able to do, with having 46 millimeter penetration, the premium shells having 62 millimeter penetration, and the HE shells have 90 millimeter penetration. The average reload time is 4.6 seconds, which is if you use the 37 millimeter automatic SH-37, and that gun is really good in my opinion. Although you do have a variety of different guns, such as the VT-42, which has a little bit higher damage, has a bit higher accuracy, but lower DPM, but better reload time, although it is not a magazine gun. And you also have the 76mm L10, which does more damage, but reloads slower, much slower. So these are the best three guns in my opinion. So the 37mm automatic SH-19 has a clip size of 5, and it is kind of unusual in that sense that only when you reload the gun, you can only see 2 shells. That's because you fire 3 shells with the first click, and 2 shells with the second clip, which is both kind of fun, but at the same time can be kind of tricky at times if you're not used to it. The interclip reload is 0.35 seconds, which is pretty good, and average clip damage is 200 in 1.41 seconds, which is definitely a good thing that you can basically take off over half of your opponent's HP if it's also a tier 3 tank. Dispersion is 0.43, so average shell cost 35, okay. Potential damage is 480, 4,000 I mean, and 800. Ammo capacity is 120, and max range is 400, which is something that you should think of, just because of the fact that you're not going to be able to snipe too far. It is basically kind of like a machine gun, but a little bit different. It's just that the shells are bigger. And the shell velocity is 900, which is pretty good. 58 top speed, reverse speed of 20, and with a power to weight ratio of 23.54, which is definitely good. Oh, some boring stats. Gun elevation is 16, while gun depression is 8, which is definitely a good side for this tank, especially with the 37mm gun. All armor. Basically, this tank does not have armor. Like, seriously. If you were thinking about armor, it's not there really. It has 250 health, so it can basically kill one of its own within 7 shells. It has a view range of 310, which can definitely be improved. This tank is definitely like one of those small things that no one ever notices, but is an amazing vehicle around this year. Okay, so the armor. Basically don't even have to think of the armor, just because of the fact, unless you're firing it at it like this, and most probably is going to be a ricochet. Unless you're firing from the 76mm. Basically anything that has decent penetration, or so. There are a few places where you should not shoot if you have a smaller caliber gun. So that is the front plate, especially if it's angled. But anything, the turret, you're gonna pen it 100% of the time. It has a little bit of spaced armor, but that doesn't really even matter. So let's be done with the boring stuff and let's get on to the battle. And so now we're gonna be looking at the T-46 in its environment. This is a replay from myself. I have played this yesterday and have not played the T-46 in quite a while, but then found the skin and just decided to take it out for a ride. Personally, I do love the skin, and the first place I go is to the mountain, or to the hill, however you like to call it. And well, I realized that there's an enemy T-46. So I penned a few shells on it, and now I'm just waiting for the M2 light to come out. And yes, it did not pen me with one shell, which is kind of unusual, but now here's the bad part about this tank. I was aiming in for quite a while, and because of that I lost 85 health, which for this tank is quite a bit, so just spray and pray kind of type of gun. So the IQV destroys my M2 medium friend and just go away. And already I have done 400 damage, guys. This is good for any tank, really. Now aiming in and fire. Just free-shotting the enemy. Now reloading and just wrecking the enemy. And the MKA, I guess, is AFK or something. I'm just farming it up. 700 damage, guys, already. Just absolutely wrecking the enemy. 5 kills and 800 damage. I decided to reload just because the reload is really quick on this tank, but the Panzer IVA actually reverses. I get a couple of shells in, and will I do it? Yes, I destroy it. And up to 971 damage, guys, and 7 kills within 3 minutes of this battle. Guys, this is just lightning warfare. And now I'm hoping to get a shot in, and thinking I should have gone over there and try to snipe, but I guess it just wasn't meant to be. And there we go. I just decided to jump off the wall, and guys, what a battle. It was only like 4 minutes and I got like 971 damage in and 7 kills. What more do you expect from a tank? I mean, of course, this is not gonna be your every battle, but it's still worth it. The tank is definitely worth it, and you don't even have to like do much to get it. So yeah, if I could recommend anyone a tank, it will be the T-46. So yeah, let's look at the results of the battle. And so this battle, I got my first ace tanker in the T-46. I got myself a top gun. And well, just look at all the damage. This tank is also, I mean, if you love getting medals like Master Gunner or Bruiser, this tank is perfect for it. And well, top by damage, top by experience. This is an awesome vehicle, guys. If you would like to try it out, I definitely recommend it. So yeah, plus if you like it, get the skin. It looks even better than before. So yeah, guys, thank you everyone very much for watching this video, and bye!